Hello everyone. Good morning to all. Welcome you all in this session. I hope every one of you is fine. Please confirm me. Am I audible and visible so that we can start our session? Anyone? That we can start. Okay. Now check everything is good. Okay, so let's proceed the session. That is all about the demo class of your cracker batch. Now, we knew that we have studied in detail in foundation batch. Then in crash batch, we have done the revision of all important and relevant concept. Now in cracker batch, the concept which we have revised, we'll do the MCQs in our cracker batch. So today it's a demo class of MCQs batch that is known as cracker batch. And this entire session is in English medium. Now, so those are watching me for the very first time, a short introduction of mine. I'm in Oliveboard. I'm taking three papers, ABM, ABFM, and one elective paper that is Central Bank. Yes, my full name is Saloni Gupta. So those who have opted their elective paper as Central Banking, they can watch my session, both in English medium as well as Hindi medium. Now, so the very important slide for you all, that is the examination date. So your first exam will get start from 30th of November. Then 1 week time is given for your next paper, that is second paper BFM. Then again 1 week time is given for your third paper ABFM. And in ABFM and BRBL, there is no time gap. So you have to prepare for BRBL paper accordingly, parallelly in between all these papers. And this time, 1 week gap is given for your elective paper. So this is the whole examination schedule for your upcoming exam, November, December. Now, so we know that in ABM, there are total 4 modules. Now, out of these 4 modules, A, B, C, D. Now, module A is entirely a practical module. So means practical questions would be more and theoretical would be less. Then module B, that is of HRM. This is entirely a theoretical module. That is conceptual. You have to understand the concepts in this module. And module C, it is very important module. Why? Because it is directly related to your banking career. That is credit management. How to manage credit, how to manage advances, how to manage lending. So how you will do credit appraisal, then credit disbursement, then how you will rectify everything. And module D is all about compliances. So this is again a theoretical module. Module C consists of both theory question also as well as practical question also. So more and more practical question would be from module A and module C. Now, so module A, this specific module, Ajay sir will take both in your cracker batches also as well as in all your foundation and crash batches. Ajay sir has taken this particular module. That is statistics. It consists of total 9 units. Now, next is module B, HRM. It is entirely a theoretical module. And module number 10, module number 11, module number 13, 15, 14. So these modules are very, very important as per your exam. Now, next module is module C, a bit lengthy module, but again, a very easy module. So in this module, if you will see that all the chapters are interconnected to one another. That first you should know what is credit management. That is all about the overview of credit management, or you can say the foundation, the basics of credit, how to manage credit. Then you will check the financial statements of the borrower of the company. So how you will do the analysis of financial statements. Then many companies are there, they want funds for their short-term purpose. So what kind of funds they will need for short term? That is working capital. And if such companies they want fund for long term purpose, then they will take term loans. Then after taking term loans, the credit delivery is there. After credit appraisal. So after term loans, the credit in term loans only we'll study about credit appraisal. Means we all have studied these things. Now we'll do only MCQs in our cracker. Then control and monitoring, then managing the risk in the company. If the borrower has not yet repaid your amount, then you will provide the three courses of action to the borrower, that is restructuring, rehabilitation, recovery, and rectification. From all these three courses of action, still the bank has not recovered its amount, then bank will go with IBC. It will take the help of IBC code 2006. So this is all about your module C credit management. We have done every detail of this credit management. Now in this particular session, we'll do some MCQs. And all about module D, that is compliances. So how the banks are maintaining compliances. Compliances means what? These are the guidelines, the protocols, the rules and regulations that every bank has to follow. So whatever guidelines the RBI are, whatever guidelines the SEBI is there, the IRDA is there, okay, PFRD is there. So all the guidelines are to be followed by their respective associations. So this is all about it. Again, it consists of 7 units. All right, now in exam, what type of questions, what are the type of questions that you will see? That is, there are some direct question. Direct question means simply one question is given to you, one or two statement question, and it's easy. 4 options are given to you, A, B, C, D. This is the type of direct question. Now, second is what? Second is your statement based question. Now, statement based question means what? See, statement based question are of 2 types. Now, one type is statement 1 is given, statement 2, statement 3, statement 4. And the options would be like this: 1, 2, 3 are correct, 2 and 4 are correct, all the statements are correct, here none of the statements are correct. So this is a type of statement based question, the first type. Now, second type is what? That is the questions would be in the form of assertion and reasoning. Assertion and reasoning. Now, what is assertion and reasoning? That is, a statement is given to you and its reason is also given to you. Now, so first you have to see that are these 2 statements correct or not. So first you will check that if they both are correct, then you have to relate the statement, that are these 2 statements related to each other. If yes, then reasoning correctly matches your assertion. If no, then reasoning correctly not matches your assertion. So this is the type of statement based question, a second type of question. Now, case study is what? Case study, a paragraph is given to you of 5-6 lines paragraph is given to you. And on the basis of this paragraph, either one question will be there or 2, 3, 4, means maximum 5 questions can be put from this particular case study. So this is a type of case study problems. And in nowadays, more and more questions are coming from case studies. So do remember the chapters, the units which are entirely theoretical, entirely conceptual chapters are there. You will expect more and more questions of case study from them. So case study are also 2 types. One is the simply theory case study. And next is the practical. Practical means numerical questions. Now, and last is that is without option questions. So without option questions means you will be provided questions where there is no option given to you, like match the following question, then true false type question, or if any numerical is there but no option is there, you have to put your option over there. Whatever answer comes, you have to write that answer. So that is without option questions. All right. Now, so see, in the basics, in foundation batch, we have done all topics in detail. Okay, so detailed explanation is there in our foundation batch of all the 4 modules. Now, in crash batch, we have done the relevant concepts, the important concepts, the quick revision in 1 hour, in one unit, 1 hour. Okay. Now in Cracker batch, in this batch, what you will see more and more questions, MCQs. So there are some MCQs, there are some previous year questions, and MCQs would be in the form of every type. The statement based question, then true false type question, match the following question, then without option question, and some case studies also. So all such type of questions we're going to see in our Cracker batch. And in every session, I'll come up with 30 to 32, approx 30-32 question in every session. So see, there are 4 modules, A, B, C, D. I'm taking rest of the 3 modules. So in all the 3 modules, in all the units, approx 30-32 questions. Like module B, I have taken 7 sessions. So in every session, I'll take up to 30-35 questions. All right. So this is all about your Cracker batch. Now, so let's do some sample questions so that you can get to know, you can get an idea that what type of questions are being asked or how we frame such questions. So there are some previous year questions also, and there are some normal questions asked. Now, so in each module, there is 4 questions. Yes. So let's start with module B. So I request you all that please put your answer in the comment section box, and after a few seconds I'll tell you the answer. So first question is, which of the following best describes the Maslow's hierarchy of needs theory? So 4 options are given to you. Motivation arises from the ability to fulfill only one level of need at a time. Now, who has given this hierarchy of need theory? Abraham Maslow has given. The full name is Abraham Maslow. Now, what Abraham Maslow has says, Abraham Maslow has given the needs in a hierarchical order. That is, the human wants, they are always be fulfilled in a hierarchical order. And it starts from basic to complex. So as you can see, the Maslow hierarchy is in 5 stages. So it starts from basic, that is physiological needs, basic to complex. So in physiological needs, we have food, water, shelter, means basic level of needs. What are the basic level of needs of any person? That is, they want food, they want shelter to live, they want water to drink, they want air to live. So that is food, warm, water, shelter. That is the basic level need. Now, when individual has fulfilled this level of need, now individual will be motivated to fulfill its second level of need, that is the safety needs. Now individual is saying, okay, I have food also, I have water also, I have shelter also. Now I want security in my life. Now I want a secured job. So that is the security and safety needs. So sometimes it is known as security needs also. Then once this level of need is fulfilled, now individual will move towards the third level of need. That is the psychological needs, or you can say the belonging and love needs. That is now the people, they want their own community, they want their own friends, they want their own relationships. And next level of need is what? That is self-esteem. Now individual want that everyone should respect him, everyone should give everyone should recognize him, give him the recognition, then accomplishment. So in esteem needs, in self-esteem needs, people want respect from others, that everyone should come and they should respect that person. So that is the self-respect should is high in this particular stage. And the last level of stage is what? That is self-actualization, where a person wants to achieve his fullest desire. The place where only few people achieve, the achievement is done by only few people. Now the person wants to reach at that position, like our prime minister, our president. So everyone knew them, everyone acknowledged them. So now such person want to achieve at this position, they want to fulfill their desire at this level. So achieving one's full potential, including creative activities. Now, so what was the question? Which was one of the following best describes the Maslow's hierarchy of need theory? So motivation arises from ability to fulfill only one level of need? No, we have to fulfill all 5 levels of need. So human needs, they are hierarchical. Yes. Higher level needs only become Important once you have fulfilled your lower level needs. So once you have attained your lower level needs, then only you are motivated to achieve your higher level needs. Otherwise, not. So that is why it is called a hierarchical order. So option B is the correct answer. Any doubt in this question? Okay. Now, next question is question number 2. Now, Mr. Verma is the HR director in a big consulting company. He has just prepared a note giving the details of skill set required for the position of project manager for the new project in Singapore. So Mr. Verma is what? He is the HR director in any big IT consulting company, and a project came, and that project was in of the Singapore. Now for the position of the project manager, now the person has to be hired. So Mr. Verma has listed educational qualification that these are the qualifications that are required for becoming the project manager. Now, in other words, Verma has undertaken what? What is this? What it is all about? Job specification, description, evaluation, or none of the above. So if you will see that in this particular case study that the skills is being talking. And we know that in specification, we talk about the candidate skill. When you are describing the skills of the candidate, that is called job specification, that these are the skills required. Okay, educational qualification, that how much experience this person has, so all this will come under specification. Now description is when you're describing about the job. When you are describing about the candidate, job specification. When you are describing about the job description, that what is the job, what is the title of the job, where the job will be located, then what are the roles of you have to perform in the job, what are the responsibilities, that is all about description. Now, evaluation means what? Finding the worth of job. Finding worth of job means if you are doing any job like suppose you are a teacher. Now, what is the worth of this job? The actual amount you are getting or not? The remuneration, the salary you are getting, you are working as a teacher. Now, the remuneration which you are getting, is it worthful or not? So, finding the actual worth of job, that is job evaluation. Finding the value of the job. Now, third question. Dash is a structured interview technique that is used to collect information about past behavior. It is a technique that is based on premise that the best predictor of future behavior is the past behavior. Now, what does this statement say? It basically asks you that among the all the types of, this is the question of performance appraisal. Okay, you have get an idea. Now, among all the types of performance appraisal, now which one is the type in which the interviewer will analyze your past behavior? The interviewer will not going to ask that what are your expectation from this company, how you will do, what are your qualifications, what are your skill sets. They will not going to ask. They will test your past behavior. That in previous company, have you experienced such scenario? Have you experienced such circumstances? If you have experienced, then what action you have taken? Now, from the action which you have taken in the past, the interviewer will analyze that if such condition or if such problems will come in future, now how this person will going to handle. So it is a technique that is based on the premise that what you have done in past, the behavior which you have done in past, it is more likely to be the behavior you will do in future also. So that is called behavioral event interview. From the name itself, it is very clear that it is asking about the analysis of past behavior. Behavioral event interview. Now, so behavioral event interview is what? It is a type of interview. Instead of asking general questions that are you a good leader, can you do this work, the interviewer will ask you to describe your real situations that you have done in past, so that the interviewer can relate it in the future also. That what you did, how you did it, and what happened, so that they can predict the future behavior. Now, so in this, the behavioral event interview, the interviewer analyzes on the basis of STAR. Now, what is the star? Star is situation, task, action, result. So, what was the situation? Like, example is, tell me about a time when you have showed your leadership skills in the company, in the previous company. So what was the situation at that time? So our project was running very late, okay, in my previous job. Now that was the situation. For correcting the situation, what action you have taken, what task you have done, you have motivated, you were asked to motivate the team so that they can uh, do their work properly, they can get back on track. Now, what action you have taken? You have divided the large work, the big task into smaller and manageable units. And what was the result? That you completed your project 2 days before the deadline. So this is the star. So full form of star is very, very important. I hope this question is clear to you. Now, next question, question number 4. The model normally used to teach children is known as dash, and the model normally used to teaching adult is dash. Tell me. That is, if any model is there that is used to teach children, it is known as pedagogy, and to teach adult is known as andragogy. Okay, now, so what is pedagogy? Pedagogy refers to teaching children or dependent learners. Now, pedagogy is a method in where the learner is fully dependent upon the teacher. Like if you are teaching to first class student, second class student, or LKG or UKG. Now these students are completely dependent on you. If you will teach them A stands for apple, then they will learn A for apple. If you will teach them A stands for ant, then they will learn A for ant. Means the student is dependent on you. In whichever way you are teaching, the student will learn in that. So dependent learners are there. Teacher will decide what to learn, how to learn. And learning is subject centered. Means whatever it is in the subject, the uh, teacher will teach that, and you have to learn that. Now, andragogy means what? Andragogy, it refers to the method that helps in teaching adults who are considered self-taught. Now, if you are teaching to any higher secondary students, the 11th, the 12th class student, or the college level students, that is called andragogy. So here the learner is independent, not completely independent, but 90% of the learners are independent. Still, for any queries, for any problem, they will go to the teacher. So learning is a task. Teacher plays a passive role as a teacher will only facilitate the student to perform the task. Rest the all the role has to be made by the student. Now, pedagogy means what? This is like when you are in college or when you are doing any research work, when you are a researcher. So that is called the pedagogy. So here the learner is completely independent. Learner knows what is right, what is wrong. They will take actions. They will take decisions for themselves accordingly. So this is the difference between pedagogy, andragogy, and pedagogy. Now, next, let's do some questions of module C. Which statement best describes the role of rectification, restructuring, and recovery? Now, see, whenever the borrower has done any kind of default and bank is unable to recover its money from the borrower, then bank will provide three courses of action. The first is rectification. Rectification means what does the this word means? That means rectify means making correction, correcting your mistakes. So bank will give the option to the borrower that okay, you have not done the payment. I'm giving you I'm giving you more chance. Okay, do your payment. Okay, recover your all your money, and rectify means do correct your mistakes. Okay, till now you have not given your money, give it now, and from next month, okay, regularize your money. That is rectification. Now, restructuring means what? Restructuring means like bank has watched your all activities. Now, bank has seen, okay, this company was making profit since a very long time, but from 2 years, this company is not making enough profit. So now the bank is restructuring the methods. Restructuring means bank is either decreasing the interest rate or bank is giving some more time. That is called restructure. That okay, I have given you 2 years, I'll give you 6 months more. So that is in 2.5 years, you'll recover my money, or I'll give you more money to do your business. Once your business has achieved a constant pace, that returns then recover all my money. And third is what? Third is the recovery. Recovery means if banks are unable to recover all their money through rectification and restructuring, then bank will take the help of court or different laws. That is what? That is recovery. Now, so restructuring can involve rescheduling interest. Yes. Extending loan features. Yes. Rectification refers to enforcing collateral without formal notice. No. Rectification is helping the borrower so that they can correct their own mistakes. Recovering may involve legal action. Yes. Recovery means legal action. So, from this, option A is correct. That is 1 and 3. Now, next is that is priority sector lending. So, what is priority sector lending? So, bank has decided that these are they have categorized some sectors as priority sectors. That no matter how much money the bank is making, bank have to lend to these sectors. The priority sector advances all lending. So it is a mandate by the Reserve Bank of India requiring banks to allocate a portion of their lending. Yes. So RBI has told to every bank that you have to keep your money aside for priority sector lending. So these are some categories like agriculture we have, then education we have, then transport, conveyance. So there are many different categories. These categories come under priority sector lending, and banks have mandatory to lend to these sectors. So this statement is correct now. Statement 2 is PSL sectors are chosen because they already have easy access. No. If they would have an easy access, then why they would have come under PSL? Just think. They don't have easy access. That is why na, RBI has categorized them under PSL sectors. So this statement is incorrect. So only statement 1 is correct and 2 is incorrect. Done. Now, next question. Okay, so you have to calculate the net working capital. Net working capital, that is current assets minus current liabilities. So what is company's net worth is given 5 lakh. Now, term liabilities means long-term liabilities are given 10 lakh. Fixed assets are given 16 lakh. And some of the current assets are also 25 lakh. And in the question, it says that there is no intangible assets, neither non-current assets. So you have current assets, you have fixed assets, but not non-current assets, neither tangible, intangible assets. Now you have to calculate its net working capital. So how to calculate? We know that balance sheet, it has two sides, capital and liabilities and assets. Now, company has net worth of how much? Net worth of 5 lakh. Then term liabilities would be under liability side 10 lakh. Now fixed assets is how much? Fixed asset is 16 lakh and current asset is 25 lakh. Now, what is the total of all both these? This is 41 lakh. Now, if asset is 41 lakh, then the liabilities would also be the 41 lakh. Okay. Now, whatever the balancing figure comes, what is the balancing figure? So 41 lakh minus 15 lakh. What is the balancing figure? That is 26. Is it 26 or not? Tell me. Tell me, is it 26 or not? The balancing figure. Yes. Now, current liabilities is 26 lakh. Current asset is 25 lakh. Now, net working capital is, that is current assets minus current liabilities. So 25 lakh minus 26 lakh, it is what? 1 lakh. 1 lakh in negative. So no option is given, positive, negative. So we'll consider the 1 lakh. So 1 lakh is minus 1 lakh. That is in negative. That is our net working capital. Am I clear? Any doubt to anyone? in this question. So those are watching for the very first time on YouTube channel. So I highly request them to please subscribe the channel because you will see a lot of content in this channel coming. Okay, when your exams are near, so a lot of content will be there. Now, and secondly, if you feel sessions are helpful to you, then you can like the session as. And those are watching in the paid class. If you have any doubt, you also ask. Okay, now next question. Question number 8. Debt equity ratio. Debt equity. What is debt equity? Debt means what? Debt means the loan which you take from bank, from any financial institution. And equity means what? Equity means that is your common shares, the common stock, that is the equity. So these are the owners of the company. Now, okay, so debt equity ratio of firm was 1.9 is to 1 in the previous year. Now it has been increased to 2.7 is to 1. Now, if you can see that the portion of debt is being increased. So if the portion of debt is being increased, it means what? That the company has taken more loan. The company has taken loans from any financial institution or any bank. Means the equities, the value of equity are same, but the loan has been rise. So how this change have happened? So might be the company has suffered loss. That is why company has taken the loan from bank. Or if company wants to raise any additional term loans for doing any additional business, if there is any non-payment of interest on non-long-term liabilities or which become a part of long-term loans. So all these are the reason that why your debt has been increased. So all of the above. Either you have not done the interest payment and your burden is increasing, and to decrease that burden you have taken the debt, or you want more loans for any infrastructure project or for any kind of project, or if the company has suffered any loss. So all of the above is the correct answer. Then, now let's do some questions of module D. So two statements are given to you, statement 1 and statement 2. So minimum fixed tenure for chief compliance officer. Now we know that for managing the compliances, for checking the compliances, every bank they appoint one officer, and that officer is known as CCO, Chief Compliance Officer. So what is the minimum fixed tenure of CCO? That is 3 years. Yes, correct. Now the CCO can be removed or transferred before completion of tenure. CCO can be removed, can be transferred before the completion of tenure only when in any exceptional circumstances, not in all circumstances. And that too, you have to take the approval of board. So board approval is mandatory. So both the statements are correct. So what are the rules and responsibilities of CCO? That is tenure is 3 years. Then they can be CCO can be transferred, removed before completion of tenure only in exceptional cases. And that too, they have to take the approval. Now, the CCO should be a senior executive of the bank, and the chief compliance officer should have good level of skills. They should have worked in different departments. So these are some more roles are there in chief compliance officer. Now, question number 10. Again, two statements are given. Compliance risk is what? The risk, compliance risk, it basically emerges when the bank has not followed the compliances, when bank has done any kind of non-compliance. So either from the bank has not followed any rules, any laws, any regulation, any code of conduct or standard of goods practice. So that is a compliance risk. So it is the potential for legal or regulatory sanctions. Regulatory means if the laws are not followed, or financial loss if there is any financial loss in the company, or if there is any kind of negative publicity to a bank, like customer has said that no, this bank is not good. Okay, don't take benefits from this bank, don't take help the financial services from this bank. So that is a type of negative publicity. So if there is loss to reputation of bank, so all this will come under compliance. So this statement is correct. Now, statement 2, compliance risk is only concerned with operational errors. See, if such word only, few, if such words come in the question, then read that question twice or thrice. So 99% chance is there such questions are such statements are wrong. So it is only concerned with operational error? No, it is concerned with many other uh, breaches as well. So only statement 1 is correct and statement 2 is incorrect. Done. Now, next question is that is on vigilance in bank. So before this, first let's uh, understand in a short that what is vigilance. See, we know that in bank many different types of activities are there. So some good activities are also occurring in banks and some bad activities they also occur in bank. Now, if any kind of suspicious activities, suspicious transactions, fraudulent activities, or wrongdoing in the business or bank, if such kind of activities they are happening, then what actions the people will take? So vigilance is what? Vigilance, it is the process and measures that is taken to prevent the fraud, to detect the fraud, and to address the fraud. Any corruption, any misconduct with the banking system, so to maintain the transparency and accountability. Now, so we have different types of vigilance in bank. First is what? That is preventive vigilance. Second is detective vigilance. Okay. And third is punitive vigilance. Now, preventive means you are taking actions before something is going to happen. You are taking actions before, means you know that you will fall ill if you will not eat healthy food. So you are eating healthy food, you are doing proper exercises. That is what? That is preventive vigilance. So steps taken to stop fraud and misconduct before they happen. So we can say that preventive is what? It is a proactive. So you are proactive in this case. You have taken measures before only. You know that in coming times such kind of fraud will going to occur. So you are prepared before. So you are doing internal controls, internal audit, employee training. Now detective vigilance means already the fraud has taken place. Now you are finding the fraud. You are finding the root cause of the fraud, the irregularities in the fraud through monitoring, internal audits, and surveillance mechanisms. You are identifying the fraud. So it is a type of reactive. The fraud has took place. Now you are finding measures to control this. And punitive vigilance means that you are taking action against the person who has involved in such activity. Taking disciplinary or legal action against individual. So what are the key aspects of vigilance? So we should have internal control system, good internal control system. Different policies should be made to check the prevent fraud. Then whistleblower mechanism should be there. The one who see if any wrongdoing in the business is happening, then they can go and complain to the top manager. The fraud risk management should be done properly. The risk managers, they should identify the risk, then assess the risk, and at last mitigate risk. And it should also be ensured that the banks are they are implied with all the government guidelines they are following, they are abide by or not. So to maintain transparency. Now, now question number 11, what it says that preventive vigilance is mainly reactive in nature. No, just now we have studied that it is proactive in nature. So this statement is wrong. Now, detective vigilance is proactive. No, it is reactive. So both the statements are in reverse order. Punitive vigilance is corrective and involves punishment after wrongdoing. Yes, punitive vigilance is what? It is taken to uh, to take actions against the wrongdoers or against the fraudsters. So this statement is correct. So question was which of the following statement is correct? That is only three. All right. So answer B is correct. Now, so far we have done 11 questions. So this is how we'll do 32 questions in each section of our cracker batch. So don't miss this session. Do enroll in this session. It will give you a lot of benefit. Now, so we have two types of session. First is the entire medium is in English medium. So for revision and practice, so every educator they are taking their respective subjects. So I'm taking two paper ABFM, all the four modules, and ABM I'm taking three modules B, C, and D. And rest of the one module Ajay sir will take, that is module E. So you will get 80 plus live sessions and summary videos also, live MCQs, practice, mock tests. So many different benefits you will get in this cracker batch, MCQs cracker batch for your upcoming examination. So do enroll now. So likewise, we have for English medium also, that is the bilingual medium. So all the educators, they will take their respective paper and do enroll in this batch if you are comfortable in medium in Hindi. Hindi plus a bit of English. Okay, so I hope you have enjoyed the session. So this is how we'll do. So if you have not enrolled in our this plan, do enroll fast. And let's meet you in our cracker batch. Till then, take care, everyone. So from tomorrow onwards, we are starting our first lecture of our cracker batch. So do join the session now. What are the timings? In the ABFM timings would be 7 to 8 p.m. in the paid class, and in the ABM timings would be 8 to 9 p.m. So 7 to 9 it is for ABFM and ABM. Okay, sure. So I hope you have enjoyed. So let's meet you in our next session. Till then, take care, everyone. Goodbye. And those who are watching it for the first time, if you feel sessions are helpful to you, like the video on the YouTube and on the paid class, give us the feedback. Bye bye, everyone.